Welcome back to part two of the professional rust removal video series. And in this part, we're going to be talking a little bit about how to properly polish this barrel after it's draw filed. Now, there were some questions on the comments the last video of how this might have happened. And what actually happened was it was at the end of a moose hunt, and this was left in an egg crate gun case open and got rained or snowed on, and then the case was closed up and it was left for a while. And that's what happens when you leave your guns put away in egg crate wet. So let's get started. So in part one, this is where we left off with our barrel being draw filed, and we're getting ready to sandblast the remainder of this to remove any excess rust in the receiver. And we're going to pick up from there. We're going to go right over to our buffing wheels and start out on our 150 grit wheel.
All right, so we've come back from a bead blaster, and now what we're going to do is we're going to polish it on the 150 grit wheel, and we're going to keep the gun at an angle so our polishing marks will be angular. All right, now you can see where we haven't polished, where it was bead blasted, and where we've polished, it's got this nice, let's see if I get nice grain to it, and all of our rust pits are gone. You can see as we get, see if I can get a good focus. Oh. As I get close to the letters, you need to make a decision if you're going to start taking some of the letters out to get some of these heavy pits out or not. So you got to find a happy medium there. So far, I haven't done anything other than bead blasted where the lettering was. But so where we started, as you can see, the pits are gone, and now we're going to move over to the 240 grit wheel. Or 220, I think it's 220, and we'll polish it in the opposite direction from the way we just polished this one until all those marks are gone from the 150 grit wheel. All right, so there we are. That was the can't remember if it's 220 or 240 or 50. Let's see, 220 grit polishing wheel, and we polished that, so all the 150 marks are gone. Now we're going to go over to the 320 grit wheel over there, and and polish it in the other direction. All right, so there we are on a 320 grit polish right there. You can see it's starting to blend in nicely, nice and smooth. There's no flat spots. So you can either stop there at 320 or you can go up to a 400 grit polish. Most factory finishes are between 320 and 400 grit polish, although some of the more modern stuff seems to be even closer to a 220 polish, depending on the quality of the gun that you're buying. If you look here, so if we didn't file out those pits, that's what it would look like. You can see those pits are still there even though we've gone and polished. So it's important to file those pits out first so you can have a nice smooth factory finish. From 400 you could go to jeweler's rouge wheels, and this would become a mirror with some time and some work, and that's how you get that really dark black mirror-like finish. So there's our bead blast and filed to our 320 grit polish. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this gun, and then we'll put it in the balloon tanks.